I don't take no shit from anyone. I smoke my stogie anywhere I want. I don't have to find a hideout place like you.
You're looking at the real deal now.
About to start. Hey.
Oh shit.
Yo, what's up, y'all? Greetings out there in podcast land. Welcome to another episode of Ishtalk TV, live from the DMV, doing it how it's supposed to be.
For sure.
I'm your host, B More, aka Princess Amunda. I hope you got some kush at the crib, some cat in the bed, and some cash in your pocket. What more can be said? Tonight we're talking about sex and race. What else is there to fucking talk about? Let's we got AJ Turn Up in the house,
AKA Buff Curry in the house. What's going on, y'all?
Yes, and we got Champagne Ron in the house. Hold on, and
I didn't do a mic check. Can you hear me?
yeah, we good.
I bet. It's your boy Champagne Ron. Follow me on Instagram at 301 King Ron.
That's right, and we got Amber Green Eyes in the house.
What up?
And our special guest of the night is a wellness instructor in all types of ways. We have Marcella in the house. Marcella Naturals. You can find her at Instagram.
Marcella Naturals.
Yes.
I got some questions.
All right, and we got a great show for you tonight, guys. We're gonna do a little different. I'm trying to be drunk, so it's not gonna be no shit I see on my timeline, no cheeks of the week, no hopies. All right.
What?
But before we get to that, make sure you guys go to get some Ishtalk merchandise at utcdmv.com. Hoodies, shorts, t-shirts, everything. You can go support our channel
The shorts are fire.
at utcdmv.com.
Next week you'll see me in a hoodie and some shorts.
And that's right. Make sure you guys go get our Ish brownies. We still have them available. You can DM us at our Instagram, or you can just order online at utcdmv.com. That's right.
For you older folks out there, just think of them as chocolate quaaludes.
Yes.
You motherfuckers.
Wolf of Wall Street?
Black Beauty. I don't yeah.
Make sure you guys leave a like and a comment. It is free 99. Okay. All right.
First topic of the day, B More. What we got?
The first topic. Well, I want to keep it. Let me show the brownies really quick for the people on the website. Yeah, make sure the brownies are very immaculate.
Delicious.
Smoking good right now.
Put them things in the microwave for about 5 to 10 seconds.
Yeah. Put some ice cream on that shit.
Ooh,
I did not put no ice cream on it, but
Try some ice cream on that
put them in
shit.
the microwave for 5 to 10 seconds.
Ice cream on that shit.
Done.
Thank
The
you.
rest
Welcome.
is history. Done for it.
Yes, you want to see the devil? Go ahead, take it.
Why you want to see
I
devil? Damn it!
did not want
We
to
want to.
I did not see the devil. I just got high as fuck. Passed out on this very couch.
I flew like an angel.
Marcella Naturals.
I know. It's a good spiritual night.
We need you. We need your help right now. Okay, we need your help. It's going to be a civil war, and we need some wellness and some guidance right now. You know what I'm saying?
Is it that type of wellness?
It's all types of wellness. That's
We're
what,
gonna need everything.
Is it that type of wellness?
yeah, it's going to be that type of wellness. But we're going to get to that later. We're going to get to that later. But first, I want to say I apologize to. I'm not going to say I apologize, but I understand Trump supporters when it comes to this election. This man got more votes than he did in 2016. More gay people. Hold on. More gay people voted for him. More white women voted for him. More Latinos voted for him. And it must not be about racism. It must be some other shit. They must really understand. They must really believe this American first shit, and they must really believe how China needs to pay and how we're the best. And hold on. Let me say what I gotta say, and I'll let y'all talk. Okay? So I feel like, where's the outrage when there's so many? When Ice Cube came out, say he wanted to talk to Trump, people gave him a hard time. But when you see the poll, the exit polls, and you see how Latinos came out more than they did for Hillary, they actually voted more for Trump, and men and women did. More than black people came out, majority of everybody, white women, white men, black women, we voted more for Biden than we did, and than any other race of group people did. And what do they do for us? We have we got a fake ass vice president, a fake ass black vice president coming in. So Where's the outrage? How come nobody's not coming at Latinos saying, "Oh, y'all so stupid. What about your ancestors? Selena would be turning around in her casket to find out you guys are voting for Trump."
Why would we care?
So hold on, niggas. Hold on. Let me finish what I'm saying. So we got Biden was saved by black people. Let's keep it real. Black people saved Biden, and what they doing now? We got black people dying by cops in Democratic cities, but they still want us.
Republican cities.
They still want us to vote for Biden.
Okay, so B, did you watch Donald Trump's press conference at 6:30?
I don't gotta see it.
Look,
We have to realize that the shit shouldn't be so close. Oh, you shouldn't lose. You shouldn't be. The game. The election shouldn't be so close where you're losing to somebody that killed so many people in COVID. It must be a reason why so many people are leaving the Democratic Party.
Brian, no. Brian, I agree with you. I agree with you. This is a racist country. We live in a racist country. That's understandable. That's why it's so close, because people, whether you believe whether you are racist or not, Trump being racist is not a deal breaker. So you will vote for Trump. That's the deal with this country. So that's why it's so close, because there are people who either agree with his racism or his racism doesn't bother them.
It must be.
No, wait.
And that is okay.
Hear me though. Because it's not as cut and dry as that. There are several different factors going on right now. Yes, there are the people that at the core of themselves, their culture is racism. It's what they heard their grandmas and dads and everybody in the house talk about.
Don't talk to Negroes.
They are.
Even though a brother be black as fuck.
Whatever other thing
Well, no,
layer on top of it. Hold up. It's not, whatever. You could be gay, you could be Hispanic, whatever. That's the racism overpowers all of that. That's one portion of the people. Another portion of the people, literally, they're not reading any books. They're just fake woke, following memes and what you see online, have not gone to the library and read anything, like no type of historical anything, like have not read the Kibbernagas, have not read the Bhagavad Gita, have not read Willie Lynch letters, nothing. They're just going off of word of mouth and friends saying this and that and the third and QAnon and he's raping kids and not paying attention to the Southern District of New York and all the damn court cases that are being brought against Trump right now quietly, while the whole world is talking about COVID, and all of these real child molesters are being charged, but it's not on the front page news because we're talking about other shit. So there's a huge distraction with that. And it's literally people that are just relying on opinion, people trying to be different, feeling like, if I go against what seems right now, y'all would think that you should vote for Biden because he's a college educated man that didn't call people animals and rapists, but he's really part of this whole underground conspiracy thing. Yeah, there's no proof, but come on, bro. If it wasn't clear, it's very clear to anybody that has chosen to actually read what's going on in the government, read through the Mueller report, read through what's happening in the Southern District of New York, read through all of the previous things that Trump has done. None of these things would be a surprise or fake news. It's clear. It's just nobody wants to open a fucking book.
See, I truly feel like the reason why you said that people coming out is higher in white women, it's higher in Hispanics, it's higher in gay.
White women just vote whatever their husband tells them to.
But this voter turnout is higher than the last 4 elections. So more people are voting. So of course, voting numbers are going to be higher in every demographic. That's literally in every demographic.
Actually, white men and women, they voted more last year. I mean, in 2016 than they did this year.
Where'd you get that? Where's that statistic from?
I can show you later.
But most vote, the voter turnout. That's just a fact though. 2020 is the highest voting turnout than the previous 3 elections. So more people are voting. So of course these numbers for Latinos, these numbers for Asian Americans, these numbers for Black Americans are going to be higher than previous years, regardless of the party, because more people are voting. So if more people are voting, you're going to see this increase in numbers. But you talk about these Democratic cities. It's the reason why Trump got on the news at 6:30 today and said, "Stop counting in Philadelphia, stop counting in Detroit, keep counting in Arizona." Why are you telling us to stop counting in Black, quote unquote, places, but continue to count in these
exactly where it behooves you?
Yeah,
like if it's not clear enough.
I was winning Georgia, but now they're doing these mail-in ballots, and the gap is getting closer.
Which he was avidly against.
Stop counting Georgia.
So none of those are for him.
Why do you want him to stop counting Fulton County, Georgia? Because
right.
Fulton County, Georgia is Atlanta, Georgia. You got Marietta, Georgia. It's a Black county.
Exactly.
And it's the majority of the Georgia voters. So you're asking us to stop counting the Black voters.
Guys, I'm trying to say, why is it so close?
It's close
They
because
just
the
answered
country
your
is at
question. They
odds.
both answered your question. Why it's close. Uneducated,
No,
Brian.
racist bastard.
Exactly.
Brian, my
It's
first
a bunch
question,
of
my first
really
statement was why it was so close.
Yes, he
Because
told you what it
we
is.
have people. We have a larger voter turnout this year, as well as people who agree with his rhetoric. It's people that agree with.
Why do they agree with it?
Because fools that live in a one-bedroom
this is a
apartment think that the tax
country.
law
What
is
more do
going
you
to
want?
affect
It's a
that.
racist ass country.
Like,
Three more. What was this country
people
built?
don't educate themselves
What's the
on
question?
One
reality.
at a time, fam.
Okay.
Why do you feel this? Why do you feel this?
We got that AJ or we got somebody else.
I want the majestic one to song.
There we go.
Let me switch from the Coke to the Henny.
Right. Legend has it that Henny gets you.
We say separate
Can
way.
you give a time please?
Yes.
So, we can
You
all-
you voted, right?
Little bit more.
Did you truck in line or did you do what those Biden people? You had the electric slide while you voted.
We're right to the line, but my issue
It's just.
I got video people doing it. You want me to
We know that. But the majestic one is speaking.
You were naming one person. We not talking about Cinnamon and Spice.
It was a whole line.
Truck campaign for the past
It was
years.
I literally walked in and walked
Like,
out. You know, like this side.
I'm sorry. Be enlightened ones, please.
Okay.
Yes.
Please.
I hope this is as enlightened as I'm.
Please.
We need it.
Okay.
Nigga, you did.
Everything is on the highest tension that it's been in quite a few years. Voting is mandatory in a lot of people's minds, where it has been an option in previous elections. This has gotten to the point where there's been so much fear, so much panic, so many shutdowns, so many you can't touch this, hand sanitize that. People need something to hang on to. This election was something for people to tune into, distract themselves from, get away from some e-learning, not check all of your work emails. Everyone has been fixated. The special reports ran and ran and ran and ran. Your mind got so used to it that when they started to fade out, it wasn't even a thing, but that was in the back of your mind. And people do not want to go past what's given to them. When you had to go find the special reports, then the facts weren't as in your face. Why? Because it wasn't scrolling at the bottom of your TV anymore. It wasn't popping up in the middle of Price is Right. You had to go find it. And there's nothing that the collective American people tend to hate for some reason. Besides going to do some shit. We just hate doing shit for some reason. Like, it's such a chore to be alive. We essentially just had to stay home. And we couldn't stay home without complaining. Do you know how many people would be so thankful for this in another country where their families perished, where they buried their families year after year? We're burying people this year. They've been burying people for years. They're still burying people. They're going to continue. This is a phase for us. And this election is a phase. It all comes full circle. Anytime that you have, think about somebody comes to your house to do like a free remodeling. What do? They come to your door, knock, hey, can we talk to you? Let me give you some information. That's what election time is for. What haven't we been able to do? Knock on people's doors and talk to them face to face and make a connection. We've been reliant on everything that's been given to us. So we have done the electric slide. We're still doing the blackface. We're still jigging and dancing. I want to kill myself sometimes at my events. I'm a mobile bartender, and oftentimes I want to slap these Karens. Do I? No, because I have to pay my bills. We're in a space that's a rock and a hard place. And it's going to continue to be. We're getting into the holiday season. Do you know how much theft, fraud? This is just the beginning, and we're going into another shutdown. If you didn't mentally do well before, you need to prepare yourself now, because you're going to go through that again. And if you're not in a space where you're feeling stable, it's going to be even more overwhelming. That's why I'm so into proactive wellness, because you have to do something to prepare yourself. Shit's going to happen. It's going to. There's a 100% chance that somebody's going to say some dumb shit to me tomorrow. But I'm going to prepare myself for it. I'm going to try and drink some tea. I'm going to try and meditate.
Drink some tea.
So that I don't have to go off. So when I see people doing their version of the electric slide, I have to internalize that. And I have to prepare myself. So that's what this comes down to. You got to just be prepared to be prepared for yourself, for your family, for whatever you're building. Nobody's coming to dig anyone out of this. If you're counting on a second stimulus, Christ.
I need my check.
If you're counting on more unemployment forever and ever, Jesus Christ. Like, it is going to get worse before it's going to get better. This is the time to figure out what you personally can do. Because there's always going to be outside forces. There's always going to be the news. There's always going to be the election. There's something else. There's always going to be a thing. When you're okay in your core, the things aren't as overwhelming. The problem with the pandemic was everything got so overwhelming so fast. They just told you to come get your kids from school, don't bring them back, don't come back to work, wear a mask, and we'll update you later. Like, oh my God, that's a lot.
So essentially, you're saying the American government was more of a reaction instead of preparation.
Of course. They came up and they said, hey, this is what we're going to do. And the people that didn't take the time to open those books.
The preparation, there was a preparation in place by the previous administration, which as soon as this administration came in and they were supposed to have their talk in the Oval Office,
Get that shit out of here.
they were like, he was like, yeah, see you later. As soon as he left, we got to cancel everything this nigga did.
But hold B. Because I just want to jump on something.
There was a whole crisis preparation in place.
It was.
She said that when people are doing their electric slide.
The show has begun.
Get the phone in your pocket, G.
She said when people are doing their electric slide. Now, you posted a video of some people doing their version of the electric slide. It was some Trump supporters. So
I will vote for Donald Trump. I will vote for Donald Trump. That shit was banging.
I love whenever
was that shit on iTunes?
Whenever Brian does, I love whenever Brian does any Hispanic singing, he always gets like super deep or like so part of it.
I grow a mustache. My shit goes. Yo, I'm trying to tell y'all. Like, once I saw the video of those Latino saying, "I will vote for Donald Trump," I will vote. I knew Biden was in trouble. Seriously. I'm serious. You can't beat that. There's no enthusiasm. There's no Biden enthusiasm the way Trump got it. So I knew.
The answers.
Because it's not a joke.
Yeah, the answers that they said before, they all gave you the answers.
That's why I put it on the fucking board.
Oh God. I just realized that.
Yo, what's awful is that you set that up previously, like.
And he used to. I have never seen people draw.
There's a lot of detail. There's a lot of detail.
I move up. Bow down, Trump.
Donald Trump.
I like the fact that it's Donald.
I'm telling y'all.
Look, what's that?
I brought that up without knowing this was right. I brought that up without knowing this is right here, dog.
I'm telling y'all.
Right there.
That is hilarious.
Damn.
I like the fact that it's
Damn,
I like
That is
that.
hilarious.
What's that famous painter that the dude with the afro?
The Bob Ross.
Bob
The Bob Ross.
Bob Ross that shit, bro.
Bob Ross.
We're going to draw.
Look at the intensity. Yo, the intensity in his eyes is the same intensity that Brian had. What was it? 2 weeks ago when he was like, because he knows what you want. Like,
Lesbians do. A
Yes.
transvestite know what
Yes, because he knows
know what the man wants.
Yes. Yes.
We gotta
The
speak
same
on that.
intense-
Make America gracias again.
Yo.
That's all I knew.
You know
All I
what?
knew is gracias.
I'm going to just go ahead and put
I know Prelo y Albano, but I just know
this is racist,
gracias.
and I do not participate.
I wanna look at the.
Yo,
This is
hey yo.
He got a Mexican, he got El Salvadorian face, he got a Bolivian body. He's taking shots at every Latin culture. Go ahead.
It says MAGA on the head.
I love it. Time to put that shit up. That was time.
Yo, he put MAGA on the sombrero.
He is very proud right
And then you got the little beads hanging from the sombrero.
Y'all don't understand how blown I was when I saw the fucking
He got a
Latino vote.
The maracas.
And my man got his foot in the air. He having a blast. You put emphasis on this shit.
I make sure. I make sure.
Look, y'all. President Moon does not care about Latin. He don't.
I have a headache. Slim, my head is hurting
Sir,
right now. That is too.
I just want to know.
That was the perfect moment.
I just want to know where was the outrage. That's. I just want to know.
I know. To be like,
It's too much. It's a lot of outrage already. Yo.
I'm just saying, was Jennifer Lopez like shunning people for voting for Trump? That's what I, or that's why that was my question. But we're gonna move on to other things.
Yes, please, dude, because you didn't.
Lord have mercy.
Is there any more Henny left?
I guess it's about what you.
like the first
Henny
vote.
gone.
The Henny is
Go get
gone.
some more after a commercial.
The Henny gone.
Commercial break.
Go get one.
God.
After Dave Chappelle commercial break, go get one.
Nah.
Because that one, we gonna keep that shit up there until we find out what the election is. You put your heart and soul in this.
We gotta move on,
I have
sir.
never seen so many different universal Latin culture in one fucking.
I got something real dirty, but I'm gonna move on because if I say,
Wait, let me get.
No, don't say it. Just
Don't say it.
Just go.
go.
We
I'ma
gonna
say
get the whole website shut down.
the man got gold cat.
I don't want to flag it.
Go on to the next topic.
I said go on. I said go on. I said next topic.
I will say, I'm gonna just say this and we gonna move on. Never in life will my own people be enslaved in my own country, and I am going to vote for the man that enslaved.
Thank you, Amber.
Yes, exactly.
Like,
We know this.
that's like if they were holding a
Brian,
whole bunch of
we
black
agree
people in
with you.
Kentucky, and I'm gonna vote for the man that's holding the black people.
No,
Like, that's not gonna work for me.
we agree with you.
Yeah.
You was that kid.
I'm gonna fucking vote anyway. I don't care. It doesn't affect me.
That's all you. He was the kid that asked questions and we just told you, nigga.
No.
Brian, we agree with everything you
Right,
say.
this country's
I
racist as fuck.
Look. Brian is when in the Dark Knight when Alfred was like, some men just want to see the world burn.
Exactly.
That is
You're
me.
Bruce Wayne. Alfred, what can I do?
That's not.
You just can't. You can't understand people like that.
Sir,
They don't-
I just want wellness in the house.
This is
For sure.
We're trying to get wellness. Shout out to wellness. We got. That's right. We got Marcella Naturals in the house. Make sure you guys leave a like and a comment. And we got Miss Green Eyes in the house, Champagne Ron 301.
Yeah, yeah.
And we have the great AJ Turner. That's right. All right. So tell us. So you want to tell us your real name or no?
I mean, I don't mind.
All right, Marcelo Naturals. So you tell us about your experience in the DMV area with different groups or events. Every weekend or I'm not sure what's the name of the group, but just tell us what you do. I think AJ. I think when we did Sophia's joint, we did Faded Strokes.
That's
Yes.
really nice.
So tell us, So tell us
I was
about
the body paint model there. I had a little less clothing on.
I remember. I can see that.
So it was a good time. It was a good time.
It was good times.
It was very good times. But it's good to break down, first of all, of how I came to love this wellness community during the pandemic. I took a job at a bar. I'm a mobile bartender. And they loved my personality. It was great. It was wonderful. And then they suddenly didn't need so much help during the pandemic. This was ironically the day after my boss told me how great my tattoos probably would have been over.
Yeah.
And then I realized, fuck,
I like where this is going.
I'm still in the same fucked up shit that I've been in for 15 years. I have to do something different or I'm going to lose it.
15 years. Wow.
Yeah. I love hospitality. I love making people feel better. That's my happy place. I love when there's good energy around. But at the same time, when you bartend, you make some people that are great people feel great, and you make some people that are total pieces of creepiness feel great. And then they feel like they can take wonderful advantage. And I'm very small. I'm about 100 pounds.
Damn.
Probably.
Curly.
So
Yeah, I was about to say, AJ can pick you up.
I literally just said when you said some people who are pieces of shit, I said like Anthony. And then the first thing you think is I can curl you. This nigga's a freak. Keep your distance.
We'll escort you to your car.
And black cheek guy.
With
Black
that
cheek.
said, please continue.
But yes, I came into the realization that it's going to be unemployment, it's going to be back to bar life, or I was going to do what I told myself I was going to do, but went to the back burner because I can 100% say I'm addicted to cashing out cash. If there is money available, I will keep going until there's not money available.
Oh, Jesus.
But that can be very unhealthy. You could not sleep in between that time. You could not eat right. Like, that's literally, I was burning myself out. I was literally burning myself out. But I was making amazing cash working in the city and bartending and cocktailing and working at casinos. But I just realized it was just unhealthy. Like, the pandemic really, so many people say, like, this made you think about what you can do. Like, what you're capable of, like, what you can literally do.
Yeah.
So, legit, my morning songs. My playlist in the morning is a weird mix of, like, Bob Marley, Kevin Gates, Erykah Badu.
So you're like a roller.
It's all over the place. It's all over the place. It really is.
It's ironic. It's though. like honestly, it kind of.
You're both out there.
I'm not gonna lie to you. It is.
One of my favorite songs. I love J-Rock. When's one of my favorite songs?
For sure.
One of my favorites. Like, favorite line is there. My bare knuckles have talent. Like, this is what I make
That's my
shea
shit.
butter with.
That's a straight
This is
fire.
what I use for meditation.
Hey, yo, I got a question. Amber.
Yeah.
Or let me ask you, like, just ladies, like, does the type of music that you're a guy listen to, like, is like a deal breaker? Like, if he's listening to some 90s club music.
Mad
What do you mean by
It's
close?
not
Like it's some like house music, like
just to see my booty.
So what you so what y'all think? Like the type of music that you gotta listen to.
Alright, so honestly, like I listen to so many different types of music. Like really on a regular basis. Like I will it's totally depends on my mood. And when I say like all different types, like I'll be in the car and I will be on a Wu-Tang Rakim whatever kick for like the whole entire day. Like that's what I feel. But then the next day I'll put on like Rascal Flatts. Or I'll put on like Fiona Apple. Like or I'll put on some 60s shit like exactly. Like I listen to so many different types of things. I think that I really appreciate when a guy can put me onto some new things that I really fuck with. I respect you a lot. If you play some dope music for me, I'm like,
right.
I really fuck with this. I'm like, yeah, right? Yeah. And
the type of music you like to listen to?
Huh?
Yeah, like it matters, like the type of music that that he picked while you driving and shit.
Yeah. Like I think overall it just you need to like realize the vibe, like know the vibe. If you could set a vibe, like I have a lot of respect for you for like making a vibe, creating a vibe.
Yeah. That's a fact. Cause I think I posted that like 2 days ago on my story about like sending girls playlists and shit. Mm-hmm. And I ended up sending out like 20 something different playlists, and not even to like just women, just people just asking for playlists. Cause if you follow me on Instagram, you see my stories. It's always some bomb ass music, and like today driving here, I posted a story of me in the car sitting in traffic, listening to TLC, digging on you. Yeah. But you will catch me you will catch me on another day. Like when we came in, I asked y'all, did y'all listen to King Von's album? Like King Von is most gangster nigga would have played it, but I listen to like just any and everything.
Yeah, Ron. Like, can you imagine the motherfucker that listened to the same music for 20 years?
It's disgusting.
I mean, but that's people. That's certain. But that's what gets. But certain people, that's what get them through the day. I mean, familiarity is what keeps them in their comfort zone.
You got a song that you fuck with, but not just like.
Well, yeah, you got closed-minded motherfuckers who don't know no.
Yeah.
But
I only listen to bluegrass. That's it.
I listen to R&B music more than anything.
Yes.
But I get R&B'd out. Sometimes I need to throw in, even though it's a variation of R&B, I need to throw in some 70s, 60s shit. Yeah. Sometimes I need to throw in some motherfucking New Jack Swing. Sometimes I need to throw in some fucking rap music. Sometimes I need to throw in some conscious rap. Sometimes I need to throw in some fucking future rap. Like, it's times when you need different things. I can't listen to R&B 24/7.
No, it's like, yeah. Like, what's your favorite meal? Be more.
Popeyes.
Honey buns? And chips? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Could you imagine eating that the same every day? Every day for the rest of your life? Would you mind eating that every day?
Yes.
Okay, but you're in it now.
All right.
No hesitation. Yeah.
I drink it when I'm done.
That question was way over.
Can I have a large chicken bar, please?
Right.
Still fuck up your order.
Sugar.
I know where I could eat it. Inch brownies. I can eat inch brownies.
Yes, I can get some ish brownies right now. You know what I'm saying? But let me ask you, what do you think about, all right, wellness, right? You do wellness, physical, mental, and some other stuff, right? All right. So what do you think about, let me ask y'all, but I'm going to ask the wellness instructor first. Like, how do you, like, romance? Like, let's talk about romance. Like, how do you keep up the fire in the romance in the relationship, and y'all been together for a while, and the same moves? I know everybody probably tired. The same moves, you know.
Same 4-stroke routine.
Same 4-stroke.
For the last 7 years, nigga.
Yeah,
I just tap you
now, so I can catch Seinfeld.
I tap you 2 times in the morning, you know, turn over, that type of shit.
Roll on your side, you know what it is.
Yeah, and then, you know, they got the nerve to say, y'all women, they got the nerve to say.
Wait. Y'all, I gotta hear this. Yeah, I gotta hear this.
Y'all got the nerve to say, you gotta turn me on. You can't just start me up. I mean, you can't just touch me and shit.
Yes. suck it.
Yeah.
It's not foreplay.
You came in.
You gotta do more.
I can't just grab your head and then tell you, hey.
No. That's how it feels.
Time to sleep.
Exactly.
Shut the fuck up. Leave me alone.
You sound like the last king of Scotland.
What the fuck? Exactly. And you see what happened when she got out of line.
Whoa! AJ, you got way outside. I feel great.
Take the jacket off. Take the jacket off. Take the jacket off.
Your ass will be on that fucking chop block. You know what? Fucking around with me. Somebody got
AJ Staller out.
exactly all around, man. Exactly. No.
I can't.
I don't even move yet. You just
Okay,
know.
okay. But yes.
AJ.
Okay, so for those who don't know, AJ was just reenacting the scene from Friday. He's not really physically taking no coochie from no women. He was just.
He's a very nice
There
guy.
ain't no Bryce Walker's along.
Reenacting the
No,
scene.
we're just joshing. We're just joshing.
I'm capping, as they say.
Exactly.
Okay, all right.
Okay,
So
but
let's-
yes, when it's been a while, I mean, you always have to reinvent. You have to reinvent everything. You have to reinvent yourself.
For sure.
So obviously, you have to reinvent your relationship. You have to reinvent your sexual relationship, your emotional relationship, your communication. There are literally times in your life where you just have to dead certain parts to just have something new. Like, you're not gonna know what that is necessarily, but if you're with somebody that's willing to be like, okay,
Right.
well, let me try this out.
I want to ask you, since you say you are one, so you don't, I'm sure you believe, and anybody who's been in a relationship here, don't you believe in that energy and vibe thing where it won't be old if you're still feeling that person?
I think you're gonna go through spells where things don't feel as exciting, and I think we're so conditioned for instant gratification that we confuse that with dead space.
Exactly.
And it's not dead space, it's waiting and figuring things out. But as you said, you don't want to dig any deeper sometimes. We have a problem digging deeper. You gotta dig deeper with yourself, so you're obviously gonna have to dig deeper with your partner. Even if it's something where you just have to have better communication with them. Talk about some things that you didn't talk about before. That alone might take you to some places where you try some nasty shit you never tried before.
Swim.
That's a good thing.
I will tell you.
I'm talking about.
Mike,
you know-
you got to mic close.
Okay.
See you out here acting like Rona. Next week, you
And he's
like
scratching at my throat.
Right.
So, so I actually had a conversation with a friend of mine that's older than me. She's about 10 years older than me, and she's been married for a long time and has 2 almost grown children, and then had a surprise little girl who's 2. And she's really at the end of her rope with the situation because because there's literally no effort on his end at all for anything. Like it's come to the point where it's like she works all day and then comes home and basically like the kids run to her like because so many things just were not done during the day. Like he's not right now because of the pandemic or whatever. But and granted, they're also not originally American. They're from another country, so they have like traditional values from that country, but Americanized enough.
Not to be all the way, but is it Euro place, Asian, Arabic?
It's
assuming it's like
it's
West Indian.
No.
Is
It's
it Asian?
Arab. It's like it's an Arab area.
Okay, see, okay.
But no.
I'm gonna let you finish. I'm like Kanye. I'm gonna let you finish.
No, let me finish because I'm of Jamaican descent, and there is no bigger prince in the world than a Jamaican boy in a household. Okay, so
that's why I assumed.
I totally understand the situation. Fine, but if we've been in America for like over 25 years, like 30 years now, the way we've been living our lives every single day, the way we see everybody else living their lives, you gotta meet me halfway, because it really does put a strain on every other aspect of the relationship, because it's no longer equally yoked. You start to feel used, and once you start to feel used, it breaks down the underlying friendship of the situation. So I think that, yeah, it's important for both parties to actively help each other and keep things, things fresh and take advantage of opportunities. Like, so she said, you know, the other night they were supposed to go out somewhere together, and he just acted like such a dick that she was like, forget it, like, let's just go home. You know, it's like
he was acting like a dick because she wanted to go out, or he was acting like a dick once
he
they
just
were
didn't
out?
want to go anywhere. Yeah, he just had no enthusiasm to go anywhere, and then once they got there, he was just being really aloof and standoffish and not really making conversation and just being awkward. And she was like, you know what, fuck this. We could do this in the den, you know? Like, I could not feel awkward in public. The point is this, like...
she about to get that pussy up, Glenn.
It's really important that...
hand that pussy over.
I think what you always have to remember, what you have to remember at the end of the day is, like,
For sure, just like
we're
that.
friends. Like, you're supposed to be my best friend. So, like... a best friend would not watch me suffer and take no, like, and then still expect like sex.
Well,
you know,
wait,
like
that's
it's,
the big thing.
there has to be.
I'm gonna wait
like,
for Amber to finish before I start.
Right, I was about to say this is a lot of process. Go ahead.
Yeah, because like so then so many things are happening wrong on every other front, and then it's nighttime, and I'm just supposed to like forget the fact that, like, you know,
negative,
you forgot my birthday, or you didn't take, you know, you were supposed to pick up so and so from the doctor's office, or like I'm supposed
negative. No.
Like it bleeds into everything else.
Free,
but I think like a lot of guys,
no,
and
not
every guy,
people,
a lot of people
feel like
they can go ahead and say what you said.
No.
This dick ain't
I
free.
will. I will say I'm not biased to say that it's a man problem.
Okay.
I don't feel that. I feel like there are a lot of women as well. I think we've all done it in some form or fashion in some point in our lives.
Shit like that going here.
There's been a point where you were in a relationship and you did something wrong. Everybody has.
We've all had our fault.
Yeah, so like there's always been so you were absolutely perfect in the relationship.
94 points.
So where is Cinderella, Prince Charming?
I don't want
like
Cinderella was a thought. She belongs to
see exactly. There we go. All right. Whatever.
Anybody who gotta be back here before midnight.
What I'm saying is that
there,
as long as there is active effort from both sides, and we're caring for each other and remembering that underlying friendship and actively working towards deepening that underlying friendship, then things stay fresh and good.
Yeah.
But you cannot expect things to change if no part of your behavior has changed.
Like my parents have been together for 29 or 30 years. Like but they've been married for 24 years.
Black love in the house.
Like, there you go. My dad always tells me he has to relearn my mom like every 2 to 3 years. Because you get new interests, you get like new co-workers, your friends start introducing you to new shit. So he like literally told me, because I was going through shit with my son's mom, he was like, yo, y'all started when y'all were 17, 18. I'm 30 now, she's 28, but he was talking about when we were like 24, 25, like yo, like you gonna have to relearn each other every 2 to 3 years, because it's different. Like, you're not the same people anymore. And for them to keep that up and continuously relearn each other for 24 years now, 30 years now, like, you have to make that effort. And both of y'all have to make that effort, because the things that my dad was into, I'm sure the things he was into at 24, he's not into at 55. So the things that she was into at 20 or 19, she's not into now. So it's like, yeah, it's like you have to relearn your partner over and over. And that's one thing I would like this girl was talking about it the other day. She was like, damn, you really like know that girl. And I was like, yeah, like if you really like somebody or you really want somebody, you're going to know them. Like, you're going to know them. Like, like the
It
back of your
really
hand.
is. It's the little things.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, people say that and they're like, nah, you don't want the little things. You want cash, you want cars, you want rent.
Negative.
No, an actual, real,
I'm
good
good.
female that has done her work in her life to, you know, has educated herself or has gotten a good job or put in the work or whatever, can provide all of those monetary things on her own. So what she's looking for now is a partner in life, a best friend to help her make good decisions and travel with and, you know, laugh on the couch, smoke J's, tickle. Like,
That's
so.
a big thing right there.
Now,
I
dig what you're saying now. In that perspective, yes, but I need to hear both sides. So I'm gonna just leave it at that. I gotta hear both sides because of the story of what you're saying. I need to help because here's the thing. Sometimes people say one thing, but they act differently. Now that's another thing. A lot of people who do the complaining, they don't look at themselves in the mirror. It's like, okay, you say all this, but what are you doing?
But you have to look
Yeah,
at yourself.
like
there's a lot of
what
people
can I do?
There's a
Like,
lot
what
of
can I
people
do?
out there who say,
Well,
well,
for one,
you
she's
want.
bringing in the sole income for the
Okay,
household.
now how do you not know
And
that
then she's
how do you not know
taking
that
care of everything else.
right? But how do you know she's not holding that over that man's head and he's sitting here like, yo, COVID is fucking me up right now, honey, and she's like, I can do this. So this is what I'm saying. I don't know the entire story. With that right there, what you just said, I'd be like, I don't give a fuck. When I was working, you weren't saying that.
Regardless of how much money you're making or how much money you're bringing in, that the same way if a man is making money and bringing it in, that doesn't mean he has the right to a woman's happiness or have the right to make a woman feel a certain way or to make a woman do a certain thing.
But you guys said that. I never said that she made him feel a certain
But
way.
we don't. That's why I said we don't know the entire story. I don't know the entire story, so I can't jump.
I mean, from what was relayed to me.
Keyword, what was relayed to you?
But honestly, from what I see of her and how she is docile in nature,
I went through a similar
and the way she explained the situation where she was just like, no, we don't talk about things like that.
Now look, I went through
She
a
made it
similar
clear that she doesn't
situation,
do
and
things like that.
even though like it was so weird, like once like her friends and like especially her dad got like to talk to me in that situation, he was like, damn, like the way she was kicking it, the way she was kicking it, and the way
she was sweet,
and the way it really was like it really like I really that's one of the reasons why I like started looking at her different. Like it was just like, damn, like the reason we got together today, it was like, this is what you was talking about, like.
Okay.
Yeah, and
like,
I mean, I can't account for liars.
Yeah, no,
I'm just
like,
using.
And I know you call them liars sometimes when you believe your whole thing. Yeah, your perspective. Yeah, he's right. Your perspective is different.
You can see a 6, I can see a 9, but if we're looking at it from different angles, your angle says a 9, my angle says a 6.
Right.
It's the same situation.
If Ron and I see cheeks and we
thing.
different. Some cheeks, I'm like, this is glorious. Some
He's
cheeks
in
for
love
him,
with it.
he's like,
Hold on, AL, hold on.
that's not your
Alright.
perspective.
I get you, it's a foundation.
It's
You gotta be friends.
Yes,
Alright.
like it's
The big
So-
thing is you have to be friends.
Exactly.
You have to be, again, you're going to go through those spurts, but
Exactly.
you have to be good by yourself. Like, there's no way.
That's all it
You gotta be good by
And
yourself.
you gotta fuck me
You
like
have
there's no
to.
tomorrow.
Hey,
You have to be good by
one-
that
yourself.
is true. People
You have
always
to.
talk about I'm looking for my other half.
There's no other
You
half.
have to be a
There's-
whole
there's a
person.
whole-
You gotta
and a
look- break
looking
you
for
in half.
another
to make
whole
whole.
person.
Yeah, break me in half.
Or else you're gonna
That's
spend
the
your
only
time
way
building this
It's
other
gonna
person.
become a whatchamacallit.
But if you wanna make your-
parasitic or what, like not a symbiotic relationship. What is it
It's
called?
very
when you're-
codependent when you do that.
Codependent,
Very,
yes.
very codependent. When
It'll
you're
be
looking to
codependent.
So what about those people that never been single in a while? Like, you know, there's somebody that's been.
They go from relationship.
They always
to
had it.
They're
relationship.
needy as shit.
They're
needy
very
as shit.
They're needy as shit.
They're needy as shit.
Not-
What they want to give love?
That's not
No,
giving
that's
love
not-
because
that's
Hold on,
not-
hold on,
Okay.
hold on, let wellness speak on it because she got
let wellness go.
Okay,
Go ahead, Wellness.
so this is my whole thing. I am very happy with the situation in my life that is not just me by myself, shall we say. But
You got an entanglement?
No entanglement.
You in entanglement, man?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Oh, it's legit.
All honesty, it's a very open thing. That's my whole thing. It's always been what it's been. There's
that
never
works for
been
you.
lies,
That's-
and that's exactly what I'm
yes.
saying. It might work for your friend, what she's doing. It works for me, what I'm doing. But you have to just be cool with you. Like, you have to be friends with yourself. Like,
Yeah.
you have to literally be like, so I'm very awkward, I'm very corny, I'm very weird, I high-five myself. I think I'm fucking hilarious all the time, but I find joy in myself. If I didn't have that, I couldn't be shit with somebody else. I'm not gonna be anything to support you until I can support and be good by myself.
And
Some
you-
people are
That's a
scared to
huge
kick
thing
everyone
about
out
it.
and close
It's so
that
scary
front
to just
door.
be by yourself because
Woo!
then you have to look at
Woo! Look at
there
that! Look at
is
the mirror,
no one
motherfucker!
else in this room but me.
Look at
All
the mirror.
the shit that I swore was someone else was fucking me. Holy shit, what the fuck do I do? And when you have gone through that in the pandemic,
Ooh!
your work has been cut off, your dick or your pussy has been cut off, you're stressed out. That is a lot to take in. But that's when you just have to look at yourself and say, what about 2021? Do you want to look at yourself and be in the same spot? Or not?
Talk to
That's
me,
it.
man, please.
That's really
Talk.
all you have to say.
That's all
I
it
cannot
is.
repeat the same behavior. That's literally the definition of insanity. Repeating the same behaviors and expecting different results. It's never going to happen. You're going to come full circle to your bullshit. Full circle is very real for the good and the bad. It's not, it's a deception thing when fear tells you, oh, do this, do this. There's temptation everywhere. I could have literally smoked like 3 extra J's before I got here. Did I? No. I kept moving in the heat. Because I knew I had to be here. You have to discipline yourself. It's so fucking hard, but you have to do that shit. Like,
Hey, can I ask you?
Seriously.
I gotta ask you a question. I'm trying to I want to know what these crystals about because I'm trying to upgrade my frequency.
Okay.
I'm actually
So-
really
so what
interested
if-
in crystals as well.
So what if I put some crystals on my penis? What would that do?
Just directly on the penis?
I mean, you can do that. Honestly, that's very.
Will it be a
very
stature site or what's the name of that thing in the caverns? A stalactite? Yeah, well,
There's no Lorraine
it's gonna be a
caverns.
stalactite or is it stalactite? What's it?
Am I covered in the future?
Yo.
You know what I'm saying? Am I gonna be in another vortex?
It might leave a mark.
Honestly, but
Tell us about crystals.
super
Tell us about
believe
crystals.
in crystal healing. I think it's very, very therapeutic. I think having crystals on you, literally in your bra, in your panties, in your purse, like it actually helps you like just feel better. Like it's an energy thing. I'm a big energy person. I can tell if you're full of shit from a mile away. You don't have to even speak to me for me to know that. But I just like good energy around me. A lot of people think I'm very. A lot of people take me as either really nice or really bitchy. But it's not even that. It's that I honestly will not entertain
You said
you if
most
I
people
feel
like
like
who?
some shit's off with you. Because every time I've been like, oh no, you know what? I'm tripping. I haven't been tripping. But it's been like a long ass time that I've wasted time. And I've been like, you should have just gone with that intuition. Your intuition is actually super real. Like your gut feeling, super real. It's an actual thing. That's your body telling you, run from this fuck shit, you idiot.
Yeah.
What are you doing? That's temptation. But you have to listen to it. And there's nothing that we just love to do more than fuck ourselves over for some reason. It's like you gotta grow. That's why you evolve. That's why you just come to be your higher self. Like a lot of people are very like, oh, she thinks she's better than everybody else. This little zen bitch. Like, no, I just don't like. I don't like bad shit around me.
Don't
Community can be very mean
they just mad because you
sometimes.
could well-rounded wear
They
body
can be
paint.
very
That's
mean.
nice.
When
Hey,
I first started
you just
yoga,
mad- they
oh my
just-
god. Like,
They, see, look, they just mad that they eat yogurt instead of yogurt. You understand? That's all.
Hey, I want to ask y'all a question. You want
but the crystal healing. But to get back to that before we change.
Oh, okay.
If you're ever in Annapolis, Zen and Crystals on West Street, I will totally put the address too. Black owned, women owned. Check it out. Definitely have an amazing
Can you order
inventory.
stuff from them?
Crystal Stone?
I told you.
Can you order stuff from them?
Yes.
Okay.
They're online.
Okay.
What's the
Leave all
website?
info. I will leave all of her info, but if you're on
I've
IG, literally Zen and Crystals.
Zen and I've been trying to get like a necklace with the little
Necklaces,
crystal.
loose
Right.
crystals, sage, Florida water, anything to get your shit straight.
I gotta sage my house, girl.
Where the hell are the
So you
Infinity
gotta tell me what's.
Where the Infinity Stones? Yeah, you got one of
That's
those.
what I need.
What planet?
Where
Hey.
can I go? Do I have to sacrifice somebody?
Hey.
to love?
Hey,
We don't
hey.
go there. Why?
We got Marcella Naturals in the house. We got Miss Green Eyes. We got Champagne Ron, and we got AJ Turn Up. Make sure you guys go get Ish Brownies right now. Yeah, you might need it for the election right now. All right, and also go to our clothing, which is you can get mugs, t-shirts, all types of shit, shorts on utcdmv.com. All right.
Got bugs.
All right, and I got we got mugs. It says let me see what the mug says.
Put your coffee in there, nigga. Put your hat. Nigga, put
The
your
mug.
I could be drinking this Henny out of a mug.
The mug says everyone is stupid except me.
There it is.
That's right.
You heard it first. You heard it first.
Look, man.
That's right. All right. So Michael, you spoke on temptation.
Around the house like the king that I am.
King Ron.
You spoke on temptation,
Yes,
right?
temptation.
Hey, shout out to Tupac. All right. So I saw something online. It was like married men should be they should be given a little something for being faithful. Give them like a little something. And
What, like a gold star?
A
for
gold
not
star.
putting your dick in someone else when you're married?
You all listen.
Was that not your choice? Isn't that a vow? I'm so confused.
I don't fully understand.
Hold on. One at a time. One at a time. Go ahead.
Wait.
Yeah,
I'm a fan of Reason, right? Because I put like Reason said this on the Joe Budden podcast, and then he went and said this on the Breakfast Club about how him being like he isn't married, but he is engaged and he has a girlfriend. And he was talking about how faithful men. He didn't say they should get like a treat or like a side pass. He was basically saying faithful men should get more credit.
Like
than,
compassion?
No, just saying like, because we understand like women outnumber men. That's a, you know what I'm saying?
You always
It's a
speaking
fact.
on facts.
And Slim, do you realize how much like I'm not even like I swear to God on Mariella and Trey Boogie, do you know how much pussy gets thrown at me in a day?
King Ron.
Slim, no. What? No,
No, I believe you.
I don't
believe you.
What you mean here, Ron? I don't ever say nothing like that on here. I don't never say nothing like that on the show.
A dark-skinned man wouldn't lie about that.
But I'm just saying, it's honest. Like, and I tell girls, like, the same way I said this dick ain't free, like, the same, like, I really tell girls every day, like, nah. That, like,
That's embarrassing.
And no, and girl, like, this girl told me she would rather I be, like, she said,
I'd rather you be dead.
no, she said she'd rather I be gay than not want to fuck with her. She said, I thought you were gay. I said, why? She said, because you didn't want to fuck me.
That's a problem in her by itself.
Slim, and it's like
I also
Slim.
don't want your cereal milk or your bath water.
But it's like Slim, like, for in a woman's mind, if a man turns you down, like, it's like Slim, like, men should get more credit for the amount of pussy that we turn down. And understand, every man that has
That's another way of thinking about it.
No, in all fairness, any decent looking female has been offered dick at least 3 times a day since she was 12.
Hold on, time out. Let me finish my
So-
statement. The same way I was about to say.
Let me hear the full story.
No,
Let me hear the full story before.
And as I was saying, every woman those were my last words. Every woman has been, every man that has met every woman since she was 13 has been trying to fuck her.
Yeah.
So women are used to it.
Yep.
Women aren't used to the throwing the, like, women are used to patting down the dicks. Like, the fuck out of here.
Are we not used to shooting our shot?
Fucking dicks. But women aren't used to saying, here you go, and it not being, what? Like women are not used to saying,
You don't like saying no. And I'm gonna piggyback what he said. It's quantity over quality. It's quality over quantity.
For sure.
Yeah.
There are more dicks thrown at you, but there are more
You don't want
quality
everything.
pussy thrown at a certain man. It's like 10 guys will come at a man, but y'all get bushwhacked, nasty back rolling motherfuckers that come out of nowhere and say, "Hey, girl, come here." How many cat calls y'all heard about nigga who?
Uncle from the cookout was there.
How many homeless motherfuckers at a gas
I
station?
know both of y'all that been to black cookouts where the owner's like, "Hey, girl,
Okay.
little chocolate man right here. Ooh, look at this little tiny Mr. T.
But y'all want to count that as somebody hollering at me.
Look at that Dominique Wake Dolls right there.
Wait, I can't.
We don't get those.
Ladies, what's
Okay.
up?
It's different.
Okay.
Talk to us.
It's different. It's different. It's different.
I
Quality
mean,
over quantity.
I-
No dicks, quality pussy.
No, I understand, but there's a lot of weird girls that holler at y'all too.
For
But
sure.
yeah,
Yeah,
there's.
but I don't care if you're weird, but if you're bad, you got a face and nice ass.
I'm not
We
talking
don't-
about that.
weird. What, like boogaloo bitches?
Yeah.
But that's different.
AJ.
No.
The joint I showed you in the car earlier. Like,
Hold on, this is a Mookie. I gotta give you a Mookie one on that. Of course, sir. Of course. That
Hold on, we gotta let
Alright.
That shit.
ladies finish. Go ahead.
But no, I feel like we're not really arguing here. Like we have been offered dick on a constant basis.
Yeah.
Again, the temptation's
Have you
always
been
there.
offered
It's
a
just about what you
secret
want.
saying,
Yeah.
AJ, they have. I promise you they have. I promise you. If you think you have the best dick that they have been offered, you fooling yourself. Cause trust me, I know I'm very impressed by myself, but I know this ain't the best one out here.
There's always options. It's just about the option you choose.
Yeah. we just have. I think we have like more kind of countless options.
So
Should we say no
And again,
all
on
the
the
time?
So
bring it back to the married men.
So should men be given an extra
And men in
incentive?
general.
What do you
No,
mean by
should we
But
get
yeah,
extra
what's the
incentive for
incentive?
saying no?
But y'all don't want to.
That's
that-
no,
what is
Brian.
this?
Y'all don't want it.
I mean,
That's my
what
thing.
I'm
What do you
saying.
get?
Hold on, wait, hold on.
What is
What?
the
There are
incentive
creeps that
there?
holler,
What's
but
that?
there's a lot of like really like
Yeah.
dope niggas that holler too. So
And then what y'all
we
gonna do?
get chips or
But-
what for that. Like,
What do you mean by incentive?
But would y'all fuck them? That's what I want to know.
Yes.
Yes.
Y'all would? Would you? If you was with somebody
If I was with somebody,
and somebody holler at you,
no,
say, hey,
no,
first
no,
of
no,
all,
no, no.
okay, this is the situation. I don't know where your dick has been. You can
Yeah.
lie to me about your dick.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
too
dirty.
old to
Yeah.
be ending up in situations where I'm going off on, oh yeah, this nigga's
Nah,
my
girl,
DMs. Oh yeah,
I'm
you
about
don't know.
I'm about to divorce her. Nah,
No,
this girl's all
absolutely
good.
not.
No,
I'm not going
That's
off
nasty.
on
Hey, that text where you say, "Hey, look."
I'm not going off with a hope and a
contract or
dream.
something, I'm
No.
gonna go get that shit checked out.
I don't want to hear any
Okay.
of that.
That's
All right.
what she's talking about. I know
If
what she's
you're a grown up and you're responsible,
Yeah.
then I'm fucking with you. If you're a little kid, I'm not fucking with you.
She
I'm not
was
putting
weird.
myself in the situation to have
And
to
if-
even go to that.
And if I'm in a relationship, like
You just gotta
honestly,
say no, even if there's temptation everywhere. Like there's
Yeah.
just going to always be that shit.
and I think about like I think a little bit deeper. Like I'm kind of a germaphobe. I'm like, man, that's
Yeah,
fucked
for
up.
sure.
It'd be like if I let somebody else use his toothbrush or some shit.
Ew.
Like that's fucked
You
up.
just gotta be
Like,
safe. You gotta be safe.
Guys,
gross.
okay.
Like, it's gross.
I know a story.
Body soil.
I know a story of some couple dudes going to another country, and they go to a brothel,
Okay.
and some of them was with someone
Sounds
with
like a
someone,
good way to get hepatitis.
and
That's what it
they
sounds like.
end up messing with one of the girls there.
Uh-huh.
So
So who has what?
what if the girlfriend knew that he was going to go somewhere to mess with somebody
She should leave.
on purpose?
She should leave.
Is she okay with
Because
this?
he doesn't
or she
care.
just knows?
He doesn't care about her physical health.
Not necessarily.
That is the
Yeah.
biggest thing
What's
ever.
their agreement?
Like, we gotta keep it like a whole stack.
That was disgusting.
You're gonna go off and do whatever. Yeah, it's fun to talk about cheating. It's not fun to
That's
watch
not
somebody
fun
die
to
of
talk
AIDS
my
about.
in
question
a
is
bed.
this cheating? Like, does she
Like,
know
it's
that
not-
he's going to do
Whatever stays in
Or-
Beirut stays in Beirut.
Okay,
No,
and
that's
no,
Has she
it's
okayed
like
this
that's
though?
not
Like, that's
okay.
my question. Has she okayed it, or does she just not know?
Right.
Or does she know, but
She's
just
aware.
She's aware.
She's
but puts it to
aware?
the
Yeah.
side
Then that's her business.
That's her situation. That's her decision.
That's her business.
Okay.
I think that it's wrong
grown.
to. Okay, so like another situation.
People will only do
So
to
I
you what you let
recently
them.
encountered a couple that happens to swing, and they're so fucking annoying about it. Like it's not just like something that we do. on our own. It's like, always looking for a recruit. Are you a recruit? Ready for a recruit? Like, it's like, all right,
no.
fine. And they brought this girl around. Well, I won't say she hasn't been a girl in a while. They brought this woman around.
Hold on, wait a minute. Pause.
What?
Did she transition from the scientific?
No, what I'm
she's
saying is
older.
like, yeah,
older.
she's
young.
no, she's significantly older.
She's older than them.
And she's she's sitting around, and during the conversation, we all realized, it became very apparent that her husband had no idea where she was for the evening, what she was doing, and he thinks that he's in a monogamous
I mean,
marriage.
that's the communication. That's
And she's the type of trash that felt comfortable sharing that in mixed company. So, who you say, where's she at?
Give me a zip code. That's all. That's all I need.
I think that type of situation is wildly messed up.
If you're not in the know, then yes. It's
yeah, you're
completely
not in the
messed up.
know. So
Wait
you're
a
messing
minute.
with emotions.
How did,
And again,
But if it's an open relationship, that's different.
but here's the thing.
you're putting him at
But
risk.
there are some relationships out there where that person, they really know it's just they're weak-minded, they're weak-willed to stop shit. I have seen certain women out there.
If you see
tell-
something, say
that
something.
will be like, yeah. my
If you
man-
see something, say
No,
something.
There are women out there like, my man's. I've had that conversation.
I had a friend that was the opposite.
She
He was a
came to me
guy.
and said, yeah, my man don't give a fuck. I was like, but she was like,
I was in
she
a
was like,
relationship.
I can do that. Like, he ain't gonna do shit. Don't worry about him.
So I was getting cheated on. I knew
Just
I was
because
getting
he's
cheated on.
cuckold
It
doesn't
took,
mean-
It took me like I was in a relationship. I was getting cheated on. I knew I was getting cheated on, but it took me like a good month and a half, 2 months to confront her on it.
Why?
You gotta
don't know.
come to
It
your
just-
space
it was
to
just
be
it was
like, all right, I'm prepared.
Oh, you're not a Libra.
This is like really,
I mean,
Or a Gemini.
no, you know, yeah, you know what? It's no.
I'm a
No,
Virgo.
well, you
All right.
okay.
So
No, we're very, very calculated. I'll find out some shit.
But sometimes it does take you
And
get
then
into
the
that
work
space and that
begins.
confidence and like knowing what you're gonna say to that person.
And that's why I
Yeah.
said,
To say you're going to go forward and
But
not
okay, here's the
process.
question though. You said it was a month. You said it was a month. So when you had the inkling, did you stop the physical between you two, or did you continue with the physicality even with the inkling?
I think we were still fucking, but I don't think because that was like my first
Okay.
notice because the fucking slowed down.
Okay.
I was
yeah,
like,
and if you're weak, it don't fucking
somebody
matter.
else is beating his back.
Some people will
it's
take
not
it
me.
because they're more afraid to be by
Yeah,
themselves.
exactly. There's
Some
dudes
people,
out there,
it's
if
terrifying
Melissa
to be by
Ford-
themselves.
If a fucking Beetlejuice was fucking a Melissa Ford and she goes, I'm about to go fuck this person. I'll be back later. They're going to take that because
She's
they're
not gonna
with
say
them.
that.
No, they will. Like, look at the chick, Corinne Stephens. She had a husband, and she said that Wayne would fucking call to her his beckon, and her ass was over there, and she told him, "This is how it's going to be," and she said he was.
I think
That's so weak.
isolated.
Yeah, that's so weak.
that could be isolated.
They're
Nah, fuck all that. You a weak ass motherfucker.
that's
just
Anthony.
me.
I'm about to say
That's
that's
just me.
your.
That's just me. That's
But
just me.
but if you marry,
But from what I'm looking at, from what I can see,
you
by
know who
her,
your wife
I
is.
feel like she was telling him what to do, and he was such
He
a
knows who his wife is.
No,
We
no,
all
but-
read Superhead.
So
I'm-
there's no difference from
Like-
We all
from
read
when
Superhead.
a male rapper is rapping about.
getting hoes.
Yeah.
I
That's
get
it's
it,
the
but
same.
Uh,
get it,
Look,
but
it's no difference if
That
it's a
shit-
man doing it or a woman
that shit
doing
ain't
it.
I got
It's the same.
I got one more question. We got like a couple more minutes left. Marcella Naturals. Are you? I want to know which. I want to say, are you? But
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Switch it all the way up.
Stop bringing up that dry erase. Stop
Exactly.
bringing up that
Like-
dry erase. I'm never gonna unsee this. I'm gonna see this in my mind when I sleep
You
tonight.
got a favorite print on your shirt, so you got his favorite place, so he gonna definitely recognize that. He gonna wash up his eyes closed.
Oh my god.
I want to know.
Okay.
I want to know what you think about free-spirited people. I heard this term a couple years ago. I thought it was a couple bollocks.
Wait.
Bollocks, man. It's bollocks.
Bollocks.
Wait a minute.
He said buttocks. I thought it was because of buttocks. So it's ass to you. It's an ass. Yeah,
There's a whole bunch of bollocks to me.
bollocks, man.
What do
Bollocks.
you mean by
Bollocks.
So what do I think of free spirit?
Free-spirited people.
Yeah.
Is it just a cover-up for something else?
What
I'm
do you
gonna
mean
let
by
her
free
answer. I'm gonna let her
spirited?
answer.
Oh, okay, so first, can you tell me
Define
what it
free
means?
spirit in
Like,
your
free spirited?
I think I'm a free spirited person. I think I'm an open person. That's literally my definition of my free spirit or
Okay.
free spirited person. Just not a lot of inhibitions. I'm not ever going to box myself into the box that I grew up thinking I was supposed to be in because that was bullshit. I think allowing myself to not even think in that term of, oh my God, like, am I a free spirited person? Like, where is this scale? Like, who tells you you're normal and you're not normal? Who tells you what free spirited is and what's not? Like, where is that? No one can show me that, so I don't subscribe to it. I just subscribe to, I think free spirited can be used very often as a cover up, but I mean, like wellness. Like, I know plenty of people that your wellness page should really be an OnlyFans.
Oh wow.
Look,
It's really not.
Now we're getting to the, no, time out. Time out.
You high five that for you. Hold on, you know what? On the black hand side, they doing the 60, yeah.
Earlier, I said I have some questions for you that we're going to save to the end.
Okay, these are okay.
Now we're
Okay,
here.
but to finish yours, free spirited. I will say,
I got a lot of questions about.
I will say that free spirited can be used, but it's like anything. A guy can say, or an asshole can say, that's just my personality. No, you're a fucking dick. And you know you're a dick, but you don't want to address that you're a dick. So you tell people, oh, that's just me. And then people start to say, oh, that's just them. And there's your pass for your toxic, unhealthy behavior.
No, sir.
That can happen with the free spirited shit. There are plenty of people that, I mean, everybody's not comfortable. Now is a great time to do whatever the fuck you want. Like, it is such a great time to literally be like, fuck yourself. COVID's happening. I will literally fucking rob you to fucking feed my family. Like, this is the time where crazy shit can happen. That's why I'm
women don't have to go
so...
outside on dates. Just come
I'm
in the house
so...
and do the business.
Not only... Don't get stuck in the Netflix and chill. Don't get dickmatized. If the
Oh my god.
if the pandemic happens, continue to do your own shit.
I've been saying this since 2018.
Yes, free spirited can definitely be used. Like, anything can be used. It's a perspective. But
Yes.
you look at it different ways. You definitely look at it different ways. But you said you had
Okay,
an
so
end
look, because I see a lot of like wellness centers and things like that. But one thing I've noticed is like whenever a young lady goes out of town, right, and when she comes back, let's just say her body looks a little different, right?
Wait. Are we talking about
Like
the BBL or like what?
well, that goes into the category, but that's the number one ranking in the category. They always go to these like wellness centers, right? Right. So once they come back and they're a little tighter than before, some parts of their body are a little more explosive than before.
I like these politically correct
Look,
terms.
they always first stop. They're at a wellness center, and right, it's like, what goes on inside these wellness centers?
Okay, it's not Cinemax. Nobody's
No, of
fingering
course
each
not,
other.
of
Like,
course not.
there's
I want to
nothing
know, like
that.
so are y'all like keeping like the upkeep? What's going on?
Like a
in there?
medi spa. I
Yes.
mean,
Yes.
you've got
'Cause
waxing
That's
places.
what I thought it was.
I know some people that are super
There's
into
all
like whole
different
spa
types
days.
of-
I
Yeah.
thought wellness centers
Yeah.
were just like spas and shit.
But there's different kinds. Like you can go to a
I mean, there are
wellness center
places
and
that
get,
have, like,
mud
literally
masks and a
Botox.
massage. There's other places where you can literally get a Brazilian butt lift or something small
Yeah.
surgery.
It just depends on where
Yeah.
you're going. And honestly, there's so many options. Like, it's just a popular thing. Like, wellness is a popular thing. It's like there's a black market that connects to anything. There's a market of bullshit that connects to anything that becomes popular. Yoga. So uncomfortable my first yoga class because it was just really creepily happy white women that looked miserable. I was just there and small and tattooed and awkward talking to people, and they were just like, "Why the fuck are you even speaking to me right now?" Like they were just escaping their life. Like I was going because I really wanted to try and figure some shit out because I was at that point where I was like, "What the fuck?" But they were just like, "This is trendy shit, and this is just escaping my." Picket pins and my golden retriever. Exactly. My husband, my kids. Like, it's so different. And especially Black wellness. That's such a big thing. Like, I'm so committed to just destigmatizing. Like, if you have mental health issues, like, talk to people.
Yeah.
Like, the black community just makes you feel a little shunned when it comes to, oh, I'm having problems. And I use a little shunned with the sarcastic face. Because it's a lot of fucking shunned and it's sick and it makes people sicker. It makes people not want to reach out. It makes people afraid to get the help they need to be better people. I have so many clients that come to me that are just like, I'm just fucking stuck. Like, I want to meditate because I'm stuck. I want to feel better about something. I don't even know what that thing is. Like, you're the biggest hurdle. You're actually your biggest problem. But your answer, like once you get past the mental shit of I can't do this, fear is a bitch. Like fear treats you like a bitch though. It wants you to be like, oh, I can't do this. Oh, I can't. Like you can. Like once you literally dedicate yourself. I had the $3,000 and 30-day conversation with so many people. Like so many people. You make $100 a day. It's 30 fucking days. You got $3,000 in a month. Do that. Do that shit every month. Do that shit till you get to your goal. Set a goal that you can accomplish. Don't answer your phone. Don't text. Don't fuck yourself instead of going to fuck. Like, do shit that's going to put you in the position to be in a better place. Like, whole wellness is such a great community builder. The Black community needs structure. It needs help. It needs love. It needs good energy.
See, that's one thing I love about my brothers as well as Amber is that we're very open about mental health on this podcast.
I love it.
As Black people from our community, we have to voice our stress with mental health. Second question about these wellness hoes, right? So
the woke thoughts?
Look,
are we talking about the woke thoughts?
You know exactly what I'm talking about when I say this.
The wellness hoes.
The wellness hoes. Now,
I didn't know that was a thing.
It's a thing. It's a thing. It's more than a phenomenon.
Are you talking about like the girls that drink like the shakes and the teas?
The flat tummy tea.
Yeah. Let her
Wait. Okay. Let her finish. Okay.
When you go in that apartment and you see that little like carpet on the wall. Like,
I have a tapestry in my bedroom.
I have a tapestry in my bedroom.
I resent those.
I'm feeling attacked.
Look, let me finish. First thing, when I see that, I start taking off my jacket a little bit more smooth. I'm like, oh my God, it's about to go down in this motherfucker tonight.
You do that?
Look. Second thing. What's the Okay, so boom. I look for the little white joint and the pink joint. It's like a couple little like cylinder type stones that I see by the window. I saw looking for those, right?
Rose quartz and the selenite.
Yeah. Once I see those.
Rose quartz is great for heart healing.
Selenite
is a great cleanser.
Right.
I mean, so shout out to, and again, I'm going to leave all of this information, but the Beauty Goddess, if you want a yoni steam, like, oh my God.
So somebody told me about that,
like,
and she was like,
change
your life.
Game changer.
No.
But seriously.
A yoni steam,
It's vaginal health, very, very serious thing. Like, you need to take care of yourself. Like,
So you say you can just stick it up in there?
It's a steam. So
that's not healthy.
What y'all saying?
It's basically over a bowl.
Married man, you have one
Yes.
When you're single, you hear about so many different vaginas and you hear about so many different things.
I hear about so many different vaginas.
Right, you hear about so many different things that women are doing to their vaginas.
But no.
And then you hear one thing.
But yoni
over
steams,
and
yes.
over.
You are over top of a bowl, basically filled with herbs, and it steams your vagina. It clears out
you used
bacteria. It calms you. I do it with candles, listen to a little Sade. We'll journal a little.
So I will tell
I
you,
like it.
when
The beauty goddess.
when you're menstruating, make sure that you use honey pot products.
Honey
Have
pot.
you
Organic.
heard of honey pot?
please. If anyone's listening and
Literally,
still putting
there is
toxic
honey
shit
pot?
in your
with
vagina, stop
lavender
it.
and calendula and
Herbal
I
is
think
so
there was
much
some
healthier.
mint and honey in there. Like it was amazing.
I mean, if you think about, if you don't want to eat something,
So
if
it's
you
like
don't
a
wanna
tea or something? It's
digest
like a tea?
it, You don't want to put
it's
it
like
inside of
it's
you. That's
it's
gross.
so regular sanitary napkins. I did not realize this before. What you would call pads or
Super filled with
tampons.
toxins.
They are soaked. First of all, they're bleached, and then they're soaked in chemicals that actually
For shelf
increase your flow. So you'll go back and buy more. So instead of
Mass
having
marketing.
1 pack of pads for your menstruation period, you end up having to buy like 2 or 3 packs, and you're like, what's going on here? Why am I bleeding so heavily?
Damn.
And then you switch over to something that's like organic, non-pesticide, non-chlorine, like non-bleached, and then just like infused with herbs and oils and stuff. It's like a cooling sensation, it's a fresh feeling, and you realize that you don't naturally bleed as much as you've been.
Wow.
That's where I get
Facts.
all of the sanitary stuff from. Again, I'm going to leave all these people. Basically, Bag Lady is my collective of ladies. We are a women's wellness group.
Okay.
Beauty Goddess is who I go to with yoni steams, which is basically you literally sit over top of steam, cleanse out toxins, bacteria, all that.
How often
jazz
y'all
that
be
you
doing
believe.
this?
You can. I
You
mean,
got
you
groups?
can never. For Bag Lady, we often do retreats.
Oh.
I say often,
Bag
speaking that
Lady
into the
retreat?
universe, because we did our first one, and
That's
it's just going to
cool.
manifest into a whole lot more.
Hey,
But
do-
you know,
hey,
we
do
were
you- hey,
basically
hey,
in
do-
DC, and when COVID happened, it was too close of a space with our
Oh,
yoga mats
oh, right,
to continue in that space. So unfortunately,
You don't want no
we started
COVID
doing-
coochie.
No COVID coochie.
No
Keep
COVID
your
coochie.
yoni clean, please. If
Gotcha.
Take care of your vagina. It's so happy. It's so happy when you're nice to it. But really, seriously though, but Bag Lady,
I
it's
would
all
love
about
to go
women's
to
health.
like a retreat in the
Yeah.
mountains.
We actually went to Spotsylvania,
Oh,
Virginia,
okay.
the last time, literally in a log cabin. It was the best
Nice.
ever.
Hey, I'm sorry, y'all. We got like 2 minutes left.
Oh, okay.
We got 2 minutes left, but you can go ahead and ask your question. Go ahead.
Can't ask too much. Go on here. It's all good.
Is that an after hours?
What was your face like your eyes made an exclamation point, like.
Go ahead, bro.
Last question.
What is wellness definition for you?
To me,
To you, like because
Health.
that's your passion.
health, happiness, proactive health and happiness. That's my big thing. Wellness is such a tool. Like, it's a part of your life. You have to invest in your wellness. You have to. Me and the lady I said was the beauty goddess. She's like, it's crazy. All these chicks come to me to get their lashes done, but never get a yoni steam. Like, they come to me for all this superficial shit. You can't just deal with the outside. You have to deal with emotional. You have to be emotionally stable by yourself. You have to be emotionally independent by yourself. All of that stuff is just, it's preparing you. It's preparing you for every day. Like, you're going to walk outside and there's going to be other things you can't control. Like, that's the world. That's literally your day. When you're okay with your wellness, when you're working on your wellness, and that's an ongoing thing. Like, I change every single day. Literally. I wake up a different person, a different mood every single day. That's just, and I like that. There are certain things that continue from yesterday, and there are certain things that I literally leave from yesterday, from day to day. And
Excellent.
it's a constant change. It's a constant thing that you have to keep going. That's a huge part of our problem. In this country, we get to these stagnant spots. But when there's a collective of stagnant motherfuckers, nobody's moving. Nobody. And even the people that are trying to are stuck. And it's so hard to get out of that when you finally get to the spot where you can, it's like, fuck, I just used all this energy just getting to the spot. And now I got to keep going. But you have to keep pushing. You have to keep pushing. If there's anything I'm going to leave anyone with, just keep fucking pushing.
Keep pushing.
Don't be fucking friendly to everyone. Know your worth. Keep pushing. Do not give in to this. 2020 has been nuts. But if you're focusing on eating better, exercise, being around good people, getting to your money, like just being on top of your shit. Like it's going to get better. It's going to get better. It really
is.
will.
It is definitely going to get
gonna
better.
get
Where can they reach you at, and let them know your?
All your social
Is
media.
anywhere
Yeah,
there can any
literally.
Upcoming events that you got, or
All of my
just
social media
yeah,
is
tell 'em.
literally Marcella Naturals. Marcella Naturals at gmail.com. On IG, I'm Marcella Naturals. You can follow at Bag Lady. I'm going to leave all these lovely links, but we are going to be doing Yoni Yoga on Mondays. We do regular Wellness Wednesdays, where I'll be doing guided meditation. We're definitely going to continue with retreats. Zen and Crystals in Annapolis, in downtown Annapolis, is amazing. They've got a women's wellness tea coming up. There's so much going on if you just reach out. Just Google. Like, I'm going to leave this with just my literal, like, piece of story. I volunteer a lot because it just makes me feel freaking great, because I've been so blessed. My family's in a good position because my ancestors, my family before me, made good decisions. I'm trying to continue to make those good decisions for my generations after. We're from a historically black neighborhood in Annapolis. I live by a little private beach called Highland Beach, if anyone's familiar with that. So yeah, it's lovely down there, but it's just like, you get such a good energy. Like, just focus on the energy of 2020, even if it's pulling like the bad shit out of there. Like, I don't want to repeat that. Just pull from that. Like, that's the big thing. Just continue to pull the good shit out and just leave the bullshit behind. That's what's really going to get you through this. It's really what it's going to be.
No, don't even say that. He's just back there drinking.
He's been giggling for like 5 minutes right there.
It's the way he just.
I'm sorry. I got the whole thing. I'm a descendant of Benjamin Banneker. I'm a descendant of Nat Turner. I made the right decisions. Okay.
My mom was a curator at the Benjamin Banneker Douglas Museum in downtown. I take offense to that.
My godfather's godmother lives on Highland Beach, and she's like a sculptor. She's like up in her 90s, and her whole house is just like a
Where does
sculpture.
she live? Like,
Oh
probably.
my
I'm
gosh,
also.
what's her?
I'm sorry, Amber.
Oh.
I'm sorry. We gotta wrap it up. But can you
know.
tell them your Instagram, please?
Yes. Miss Green Eyes on IG, MissGreeneyez. So yeah, that's
Excellent.
And one last time, can we get your Instagram?
Oh, yes. Marcella Naturals.
It's your boy Champagne Ron. You can follow me on Instagram at 301KingRon.
I'm B More. Make sure you guys go get some merch at utcdnb.com.
Yes.
Stay black, and I will vote for Donald Trump.